Okay, hello everyone. So today I will be setting up some new things in my binder. So I have quite a few things that I plan to do in this video, so I apologize if it's a little bit long, but I will be adding things to my Twice collection, which is why we have this here. And I will also be setting up to start collecting Mark from NCT. And then I believe I'll be setting up for like a few comebacks as well. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start with Twice's comeback actually. So I need to go back here. So I don't plan to like set up super in depth. I'm just really gonna put a page in for their new album because I feel like it's a waste to do that, but that's that, I guess. I don't know, but I decided that I want to, so Jihyo is an alt bias again. So I'm going to be collecting a lot for her. And I want to like thoroughly set up for all the things that I plan to collect. I will say that I don't really know what I'm doing. So again, I apologize if this takes a long time, but I'm just trying to figure things out. So I'm going to start with the, the trading cards. So this is the Twice Light set, and I'm actually gonna, well, I don't know. So there's 10 cards for this set, and obviously I have 5, so I'm halfway there. But I don't really know how I want to go about setting up for the other cards in this set because obviously 10 is more than 9. So I'm actually gonna like probably worry about that later. I just haven't really decided what I want to do yet, but I am gonna put these in like their correct order. So this one goes here. There is 2 cards before this one. And then I hope these are in order on the template I'm looking at. If they're not, I'll definitely fix it at some point. So then this one goes next, and then since I don't have the other cards, I'm gonna stick these ones down here. There are also group cards and lenticulars for this set, but I don't know if I want to get I'm not gonna do the group cards, but if I can find the lenticulars I will get those. So we'll just have to see how that goes. I don't know, I haven't looked much for Twice Light stuff specifically. I know that they just have a lot of stuff in general, so yeah. And then we have Twi. So this one is in order already. There's just a few cards that I'm missing from this set. Once Halloween is finished, but there is a lenticular for this one as well. So I don't know, I really don't know what I want to do with all these yet. We'll have to figure that out. I don't know, but I am going to set up for all of the Polaroids, so the Japan event Polaroids. I do have quite a few on the way, so that's why I want to go ahead and set up for this. So I will take this out. There's 24 of these total, so I need to add 2 more pages to this. So I can add these here. And I should have about 15 of them on the way. So I'm not going to write out fillers for this either. I was actually going to, but I think especially since, well, maybe I'll just do it for the ones that I don't have on the way. That would make sense, right? So I will do that really quickly. I'm honestly not missing that much as compared to like how many there are. So I'm just missing #twice and one more time. A lot of the early ones pretty much. I don't know how hard or easy any of these are to find. So if you know, if some are like super hard to get a hold of, you can let me know. There's no saying I'll like not get them though because of that reason. I don't know. I have Candy Pop and Twiceland, Fantasy Park. Then we have BDZ. Yeah, so basically nothing on this first page except for this one here. And then I pretty much have this whole page coming except for #twice2. And then it goes all the way to the end, which I need Perfect World as well, which is the most recent one. So yeah, like I said, I'm not missing many. I think there's 24 total. I'm missing 11. So I technically have more than half. So I'm sure all of you are aware that Twice just has a lot of stuff in general. And I plan to get like as much as I possibly can for Jihyo. Obviously not everything, because some things are either like hard to find, expensive, or just generally not important to my collection. So for now, I will say definitively I am collecting obviously the Polaroids, Japanese album cards, like monograph cards, trading card sets, and basically just anything else I can find for a decent price. Like if it's super expensive, I don't want to get it at all. I don't plan to get like any broadcast cards, anything like that. So for now, this is just what this is going to look like. I will say for Twice's comeback coming up, I didn't really talk about this, but it seems like they have enough cards to fill up a 9 pocket page like per member. So I don't plan to collect any OT9 sets or anything like that. So that's just, I mean, it's the plan for now. I'm not going to say I can't collect any OT9 sets though, because maybe I'll want to, who knows. The only thing I don't plan to collect super thoroughly is Jihyo's bigger inclusions. So that's just pretty low priority. But I think that was everything that I wanted to set up for in here. So here's my NCT binder. I did say that I was going to set up for collecting Mark. So my plan isn't to really introduce Mark into my collection quite yet. So I think for now, I'm actually just gonna put his cards and stuff like, well, I think I'll put them, I'm definitely putting them in the back. So I'm gonna put them here because I'm not really starting this collection yet, but like I started collecting him for stickers, so I kind of want to have his cards in the right places. So this collection I do plan to make fillers for, so I may switch around like organization at some point, but for right now I plan for everything to be chronological. So like 127 releases will be mixed with dream releases, and for full group releases, I think I might keep him with those sections because he fits there. So I'm gonna have to come back to this when I get to that point, but I also do plan to collect him for Super M as well. I don't know what I plan to do with that yet though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started in making some fillers. So I'm just gonna go in order, and I'm gonna use these that I got from AliExpress to make them because they're cute. So the reason that I'm separating Mark is because of basically just like organizational reasons. I will say that collecting 4 members of one specific subunit is kind of a lot. It's okay, like I always talk about how much I love collecting NCT, so I never really have issues with adding members. It's just more so like it can be expensive and a lot to take on, but especially with this collection, I feel like it'll be fine to like take it slow because his cards especially are a little bit more expensive, and since I started collecting Johnny within the past year or whatever, and that wasn't too bad because his cards are generally really, not really expensive, like pretty cheap on Mercari Japan. So that's kind of what made me want to do it, because it wasn't like a huge financial burden to do it. But I do love Mark. I consider him like one of my like top biases in NCT now. I've always really loved him, but I feel like especially now, I feel like I just love him a lot. But yeah, I will say I also chose to kind of separate his cards from everyone else's because he is in 2 units. It'd probably make more sense to some of you to like separate Taeyong, since I do consider him like my top bias of NCT, but he's primarily in 1 unit, so I would say it's easier to like organize this way instead of things being all over the place, you know? So I'm really excited to get a start on this when I can. I told myself that I could really work on this when I get a job, which still have no success in that, but it's fine, I guess. I'll get a job when I get a job. I do have a few of Mark's cards simply from like just collecting more than I normally would for a certain release. Like for Neozone, I have one of his cards. Like Super M, I have one of his cards. So I do have a few things, but not all, obviously, or very much. So it'll be interesting to see like how hard or easy it'll be to collect, because I've been collecting since 2016, ever since Fire Truck came out. I've been collecting Taeyong since then, and have gradually added a lot more to my collection over time. So it'll be interesting to collect, like especially Mark, who's a harder member to collect from the beginning. So okay, and that's all I really am gonna make fillers for, so we can kind of see how this goes, because I know I have a few cards of his already, like I said, so I'll have to bring those back. So I'm especially kind of interested to see how collecting his cards for Fire Truck will go, because I've seen those go for really expensive, but that was kind of before the reprint of everything, and I don't know like how their price is different now. So let's see, we have Cherry Bomb. I really love the whole Cherry Bomb set. I was considering collecting like OT9 for that, but decided against it. So we have We Young till We Go Up, I think. Yeah, okay. Then we go to regular. And regulate. I think that's definitely a good place to stop the first page. Then we have, oh, I totally forgot about Superhuman. Hold on. I don't know how I missed that one. All right, so Superhuman. And I still don't plan to collect Kinos, by the way. I don't know if that's clear, but I don't. I missed Neo Zone too. Okay, so I have to go back here to grab the Neo Zone card that I already have. Grab this card here. I definitely need to figure out how I'm going to reorganize that page and this page. So these are two cards of his that I do already have. So after Superhuman, we have Neo Zone. So this is the C version. And I need to make a filler for the other version. All right, so then Neo Zone. And then we have the, oh, I forgot about, okay. I don't know, I'm so bad at this. I thought I was paying attention, but I guess maybe I'm looking at my template that I have things crossed off on, so it's probably not the best. I've used all of these already. Okay, so then Neo Zone T version here. I'm not being super specific with the fillers because I don't feel like it. And this is his first player card for the final round. I'm gonna need his player 2 card. Okay, and then for his resonance stuff, go back here. Yeah, for now I think I'll add him to these pages just because it makes sense to, I guess. I have to go to this. Just take this out for now and put it back in later. I feel like it's really hard for me to figure out good organization for NCT. So I think for this page, I'm doing this now and we can see how I feel about it later. Mostly because it's just tentative. I'm not really starting this collection yet, so. And also I'm not sure about age order, so if I don't know if Mark is older than younger than Xiaojun, so figure that out later. I'm probably wrong. I feel like I could be wrong. For part 2, I still need his departure card. So we're just gonna stick it there. I don't know OT23 age order. I know age order within units for the most part, but not anywhere else. So then we're back here, and I need to actually go grab, I don't know, I'm like all over the place, sorry. Just need to grab his hot sauce stuff. See, the only thing is that I'm not sure if I like having things chronological like this because it splits stuff into different pages, which I'm not a fan of. But for hot sauce, I guess if we do this, we have the first, like the 3 main album cards here, and then the jewel case cards. If you have any suggestions on how I should or could organize this, let me know. I'm willing to take things into consideration just because I don't know if I like this yet. And then for Hello Future, I didn't know if I really wanted to mess with this page too much, but I figured it doesn't matter because I really liked having the full page filled. So we have Hello Future. See, my other thing is that I guess if I wanted to make it, I could take these cards. I don't think I mind having like OT6 pages because I can put this card here. I think that's pretty cute. And then I can do his Hello Future stuff. And yeah, then leave a little bit more space for, I forgot about sticker. I'm going to be putting his sticky version, sticker version, and Soul City version cards on this page back here. His jewel case cards are going to stay up here, I think, because it'll be OT9. So his sticky version goes here. And then Soul City, which I have but haven't put away yet, and then the Soul City version I think that works. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to think about this more because it's just a lot to think about. I will say that I'm almost finished with my sticker collection. Obviously you don't see much here, but I haven't put most of it away. So that's also a thing. So, but yeah, I guess that's like my main plan for this collection. I don't plan to collect any, no Kinos, definitely. I'm not collecting every single thing like IDs and stuff like that, or circle cards, but mainly like album cards, I guess. So I'm adding this in at a later time because I totally forgot to set up for favorite for some reason. I don't really have anything, like I don't really need to set up for much. This is just gonna be favorites page, so I just need to put in some fillers. It's gonna be set up the same as always with Johnny, Taeyong, and Yuta. So I don't know if I'll wanna like collect more from this album. Like obviously I'll make that decision when I see the cards, but for now I just plan to collect my top 4. So we'll see how that goes. And then if we go back here, favorite will just end here. So, well, no, I guess not. I guess it won't end there. I need to get another page. And then I can start a new page for favorite for Mark. So I do feel kind of bad banishing him to the back, but so his 2 cards will go here. And I don't have any plans to collect Kinos or anything, so we'll see how this goes. I'm really excited for favorite though. I'm really excited to see the photo cards. They seem like they'll be really cute, so yeah. All right, next we're quickly looking at my girl groups. I'm not really setting up for this either, but Lightsome did have a comeback, so I'm just gonna stick this 9 pocket page in here, and whatever happens, happens. I don't plan to get this many cards for this release unless I can like find them for good enough prices, because this is a lot to be honest, but I plan to collect the album cards at the very least. Skipping past that, NCT has actually just announced, well, not just, but they announced their special edition album, and I don't know exactly how I want to set up for that because I don't have any of Chaeyoung's cards in here yet, but I had plans to collect a little bit of Yeji for Crazy in Love as well. I haven't gotten there yet either, but it was a thought I had. But I also do need to set up for like the special edition album. There's only 4 cards for that total, so I don't really know what I want to do in regards to that either. Just because, I don't know, I want the page to look nice, but I kind of hate 4 card layouts. I really prefer 5 to like 9 card layouts. I don't like anything less than that. So I'm sticking this page here. I'll stick some fillers in for Chaeyoung's cards, but I might get like one something, like just something to put in the middle. I think just overall I really like this era, so even just collecting a little bit more, because I've always been pretty strict with my NCT collection and then I only really collect Chaeyoung and nothing outside of that, but I feel like I can let myself do a little bit more. Like I've kept up with things pretty well up to this point. I mean, so as long as I can get to it, I will, but there's no good way to store 10 cards on one page. Maybe I could make it 5 and 5 and use one album card, one like normal album card on this page, but I don't know. Again, if you have any suggestions, I might see if like what other people do, if people set up for this album in a video. So I don't know. Again, if you have any suggestions for this, you can let me know, but that's that. All right, and lastly, AB6 had a comeback recently, and the cards for this album are really cute, so that's fun. But there's actually 12 cards for this album. I don't really know a good way to set up for this either. I think what I plan to do is 6 on each page, so I'll put 2 pages in. I'll actually use these little things to make fillers. Alright, so my plan, like I had said. There's 3 versions of the album, but there's 4 cards per album version. So there's 4 S version cards, and there's like 2 of like a singular concept, if that makes sense. So 2 are similar to each other, and then 2 are different than the other 2. So I feel like organizing it with 6 on each page is fine, because even though there's 4 cards of the same version, there's like 2 concepts, or like 2, I guess, outfits within those 2 versions. So within the one version, I think I mean, but yeah, so I think that looks fine, or will look fine. Daehee's cards are really, really cute for this album. He has 2 from S version, 2 from I version, and 2 from X version, which I really, really want. So I probably won't get to collecting this album right away, especially like it's been a minute and I haven't bought the album or anything, but I think whenever I get around to it, it'll be fun. Or I might end up actually organizing it to where it's SIX on one page and then SIX on the other page, because like I said, there's 2 from each version, which I really like. So if I put all of those on one page, it'd probably be pretty fun, but we'll have to see where that goes. I will say I'm getting closer to catching up to finishing, at least prior to this album. I don't have much left that I need, which is nice. But I do find it kind of interesting that CIX has gone back to like kind of like the same concept almost as their first album. Not the same concept, but like album wise, for their debut they had SIX version, 3 versions, red, white, and black, and then it's the same thing for this album as well. 3 versions, and we have an SI and X version. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, but kind of happy to see the callback to an older era, especially their debut. So yeah. And there are unit cards for this album. I don't really plan to get any unless I can find like some of the really cute ones. I really like the X version unit cards. Those are super cute, so we'll see what I do. But I do believe that that is it for this video. I'm sorry if this was boring. I feel like it was kind of boring. So I apologize. I guess this lets you know what I'll be collecting in the near future. So yeah, with that said, that was everything for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one.